Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your Echo, and welcome to F1 2021 Breaking Point. I am so excited to finally get my hands on this game. I'm like 36 hours late. I know. I didn't pre-order it. I didn't think it was going to be that much of an issue, and then I found out that Monday at 1 p.m. UK time, some people was able to play it. Apparently, I don't know if that was actually the case, but anyway, 36 hours later, finally got my hands on it. And it's here. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while. And yeah, as you saw, we are going to be using Racing Point. I'm not going to do much of an intro. All I'm going to say is that my team will be starting either on Friday or Saturday. I want to play a lot of this first and get videos on this first. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see some my team content. And yeah, we're going to play on hard difficulty. And I am very excited to finally get into this. With the 2019 Formula 2 Championship coming down to the final race of the season, young British driver Aiden Jackson is looking to etch his name into the history books. Can we win the F2 Championship from 2019? Let's see, shall we?
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do. Copy that.
Right then. Finish first to win the F2 Championship. Now, this is actually the first time I've actually driven a car in anger. I've done some practice on time trial, and it's taken me a while to get used to the physics. As you are going to see in the early goings of this of the gameplay that I'm going to show and whatnot. But yeah, it's so weird because I'm so used to playing obviously F1 2020 and whatnot. It just feels really weird as we get a little bit of oversteer, but we managed to catch it just in time. And yeah, we've got 3 laps pretty much to get into first place. Up first is Sergio Sette Camara, and he brakes really early. That's something I've noticed as well. Even though I'm on hard difficulty, the AI are braking early, so I don't know if that's just a way to make it a little bit easier and that. But we're back to lap Mahavir Ranganathan. Oh, what a legend of the sport. We shall always miss him. Unfortunately, you can't sign him anymore. But yeah, there we go. Within half a lap, pretty much, we've not only gone off the track, but we've actually taken third. So there's some positives to take out of that. Yeah, like I say, it's all a learning curve for me as well. So there will be times that I'm going to use a flashback. I'll be honest. It's the same for maybe my team, because it's a lot different compared to the previous year. The curves are so much more lethal, in which I found out. But yeah, it feels really good. So I don't know, it's going to take a while to get used to. But up next we've got Nicholas Latifi, who, as I said earlier, the AI braked really early and we go straight into the back of him. So yeah, kind of forced my way through there, but it doesn't matter. We're up into second, who cares? No one's really going to be bothered. But on the final lap now of the race, obviously it's only a 6-lap race and we're going to have to do half of it. I started to find like that I was already getting better. I was getting used to this F2 car. So you know, there is progress being made. Now I've actually been able to get my hands on it. I spent like a couple of hours just. I did like about 5 laps on time trial. And I was like, you know what, screw it, let's just get straight into Breaking Point. But yeah, I'll get there eventually. I'll get back up to speed. It's gonna be a little while. I'm still having to do league races on F1 2020 for the next month or so, so that should be fun. But anyway, we have got Luca Giotto, and all we've got to do is overtake him, and then we've won the F2 Championship. As we go towards the outside, we cut in and we do make contact with him, but you know what, I just wanted to get this done as soon as possible. You know, I've never been a fan of the F2 cars. I wanted to get this over and done with. I didn't care how I did it, I'll be honest. But yeah, pretty simple. One lap, one car. That's how it pretty much went. I will try and cut this down quite a bit as well, every race if needs be. But yeah, coming around the final few corners now, Aiden Jackson will be the newest, even though it's 2019, the newest F2 World Champion. We are almost been it at the second last corner, but coming across the final corner over the line to win the F2 Championship.
Fantastic work, Aiden. Great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Yes! Come on! And he's done it! Jackson's done it! Aiden Jackson wins the F2 Championship!
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures were all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
We are in our trailer. What an amazing area this is. If only this could be part of like the driver career mode, but we'll take it. We've got news articles, we've got social and all that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, we got a phone call.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. You're hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
Right, so where was I? Yeah, it's nice to be in the trailer. We've got news articles that we can read if we want to. And, oh, great, it's Mum.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
Alright, Ma. Yeah, it's going alright. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
Alright. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror signal maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Seriously? Stick to the speed limit? We're not on, like, public roads. I don't know. Anyway, so we've also got Twitter, and there will be some names on here that you will recognise. Also, as well, Devin Butler Real is actually a Twitter handle. Yeah, Codemasters have actually done made a Twitter account for, I think it was Casper, Aiden Jackson, I believe. I think anyway, Devin Butler and all that, which is actually pretty damn cool. But yeah, as you can see, we've got Arrover as well. We've got Jimmy Broadbent, who you just saw earlier. And I have to admit, that is pretty damn cool. And of course, as well, there was TM at Marduk. We've also got emails. We've got Upmarsh Staffmar, I think that's how you say it. And we've got Jeff, bad boy Jeff. Bad boy Jeff. I don't know, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And Casper Ackerman, our teammate. But yeah, this is where we can collect our rewards, which is just XP, as I found out just now. Obviously this is all post commentary and whatnot, but I'm just giving everything a little quick look through. We've got cool history, and then we've also as well got cinematics, which I believe, if I have to remember then, it's just all the cinematics obviously, but it's actually a pretty nice little, a pretty nice little place to be. We've got a helmet there, we've got some juggling balls and whatnot. But yeah, we are now going to get into the first race of, first proper race of the story mode. I'm very, very excited. Let's see what happens, shall we?
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Copy that. Where's Casper?
He's up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together.
So the Australian Grand Prix, and we've got to catch up to Ackerman before lap 11. Now, as I said earlier, there will be times that I will use flashbacks, and if I remember rightly, this is where, I will be honest, I use the flashback. Like I say, I'm still trying to get used to the game, and of course we've got a brand new, a new looking replay system. Of course, as well, the post-race highlights as well on the game, they've all changed as well. And yeah, like I say, I will be using flashbacks, especially for this series. It is just how it is, but eventually we'll get to the point where we don't have to use flashbacks. Let's put it that way. But anyway, on to lap 7. I cut the corner there a little bit. As you can see, I've already started getting used to the game, and this is actually the car that I use for my F1 League racing as well. So I thought, why not? Might as well choose it. Plus, as well, it turns into Aston Martin for season 2, and I thought, why not? Right, so we've got to try and catch up to Casper Ackermann, who is 4.6 seconds or so ahead in P10, I think that is. And first up, we've got to overtake Ricardo, which will go down the inside, and he's being held up by George Russell there. And we take advantage of that situation, and we are now into P13. Next up is obviously George Russell. We just dive it down the inside, and oh boy, look who it is. Mr. Devon Butler. Hello, stranger. How are you? I see you're still in F1. Obviously, we all knew that he was going to be here. We saw it in the trailers and whatnot, but it's good. Honestly, I know people hate him, but it's you can't not hate him. If that makes sense. Like, he's the guy who plays him. I can't remember what his name is, but like, he is a nice guy in real life. I was watching a Team at Marduk video of it where he was talking to him, and like, he played, but the thing is, he plays the character so damn well, and like, every fibre of your being just really hates him. That's why we got dived down the inside. Decided not to make any contact because, you know, I am a nice guy. But yeah, good to see Devon Butler, sort of. But next up is our teammate in P10, Casper Ackermann. And yeah, that corner there is really annoying in this game, I have to admit. It's not as flat out as it used to be. But, you know, we're all going to have to get used to it. On to lap 9 now, and we are 1.3 seconds behind. And we are catching up to him nicely. And yeah, can we get an overtake? We're now 1 second behind.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other, though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack, too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work, and it doesn't. Ackermann's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. So I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackermann will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely. And I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson. Not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
The damage appears to be minor. How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Copy.
Well, I guess that's one way to get introduced into F1. 3 wide, in a corner that shouldn't be 3 wide. And let's be honest, that was Devon's fault. He got involved where he shouldn't have. Maybe I might be wrong on that one. But unfortunately, our teammate is now out of the points, and it's all down to us. And and we meet again, Mr. Devon Butler. This time, I don't think I'm going to be as nice. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to be nice. I want to prove myself, you know. Looking down the inside, not just yet. I might as well wait until DRS. And it was just then, actually, as well, in game as well, I realised that the DRS detection zone is further back, and I'm sure it wasn't on F1 2020. As we get a really good exit out the final corner, Devon gets a bad exit. And we are into a points paying position now in P10, so that is 1 point in the bag for us. But up next, though, it is Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris. And, you know, we've got a decent chance of overtaking them. I don't think we're going to get P7, which I believe was Albon. He was too far ahead. I was going to look for a move down the inside, but I was like, actually, no, that, if anything, that cutscene last time really proved that you can't really go side by side there. But here we go then. Running outside, brake late, just get the car stopped in time before we hit Pierre Gasly, and we've overtaken Lando Norris, and we're now into P9. And yeah, so I was right. Alexander Albon is in is in P7, and yeah, we always seem to get a good exit compared to the AI drivers at the final corner. So I don't know if that's just part of the game or not, or we might have the fresh tyres. I'm not too sure. As we go really deep in from turn 1, but thankfully we just get stopped in time before we have to go over the grass, and that puts us up into P18 with 1 and a bit laps to go. So then on to the final lap, and been a decent recovery drive from P11 over the past few laps. Obviously we did make contact with our teammate, which isn't what we wanted, as Lewis Hamilton wins the Australian Grand Prix. No surprise there. Obviously it is the 2020 cars, and yeah, I think I've gotten used to the cars now. Like I say, I'm still gonna struggle here and there on some tracks, most likely, but around the final few corners though, Aiden Jackson has calmed himself down enough to manage to take P8 in the opening race of the 2020 F1 season.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today, and they've taken a fantastic win. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see that.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different from what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
Brian.
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That maneuver today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
Oh, they're not happy with me. Casper's not happy with me. Devon Butler, I just want to punch in the face. Like I was saying earlier, the guy who plays him so well. Like, I don't think I've ever hated a character so much. I think there was Danny Williams from The Journey, but even then, I didn't really hate him. Whereas Devon Butler, the character itself, I want to punch in the face. The person in real life, I want to say thank you for making a good character that I want to punch in the face. But yeah, that is chapter 1 completed. If I remember right, there are 16 chapters, I think. And yeah, I don't know how. I think they said Codemasters and EA have said, of course, yeah, this game's published by EA now. Oh wow, but yeah, I think if I remember rightly, it's still about 5-6 hour little campaign, so might be able to get through it fairly quickly. It depends how many episodes that I do. I'll try and get like 1 or 2 episodes out a day. And yeah, like I say, my team will start either Friday or Saturday. Saturday the latest. So yeah, we are done and dusted. We're collecting like our awards, just looking at like all the emails and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode, though, guys. But thank you very much for watching. If you want to, like I say, if you want to see some of my team content and you want to see more of this Breaking Point story, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, as I will upload Breaking Point daily until I've completed it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you either later on or tomorrow with another episode of Breaking Point. See ya.